So how you doing, Nathan? How are things with you? How are you, Scott? So anyway, what is the problem is I can't get my SD card to read on the yes. Not boxes, but yes. But most of it's I'll have to vlog it for you, Scott. Hey Blade Hunter. Hi D. So yeah. So that's what took me so long why I was late tonight trying to figure out how to get that SD card. I think I'm gonna end up because it's a Google product, I'm gonna dump it and I'll put my own in and then I won't have problems with it. Yeah, I have all sorts of stuff, so I will vlog all the props I have and all the stuff that's here over the course of doing YouTube. Anybody wants to come up, come on up. So yeah, actually that, Scott, oops, wrong side. That one behind me over there is the one there, which is the scarecrow. That was actually my grandson's costume for Thanksgiving, not that Halloween.
Hello.
Oh, hi there.
How you doing?
I can't complain. I really can't. I'll tell you what, I've seen some bad storms here, Matt. Pop-up storms. On a scale to 1 to 10, if I had to put this in my scale, right, this one ranks somewhere between like 1 and 2.
Oh wow.
That's how bad it got. That thing tore the shit up out of me.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan. How are you, Dan? How was your day, Dan? So yeah, it got bad. I've seen it. Hang on. Now I can do it.
Dan, if you want, come on up on panel if you can. We can have up to 10 now.
You might be.
See if Bob's computer supports him.
Hang on, Matt.
How you doing, Dan? Hey, Carla.
Oh, you're on break. Okay.
It seems quiet over there. It seems quiet over there, Carla.
Aren't you going to be getting some time off pretty soon, Dan? So how have you been today, Carla?
I've been good. How about
How are you, Carla?
Good. Keeping away from the dumb people.
As
they say.
Well, no. I had to do a whole lot of running and I had to go pick up a bunch of stuff and well, I should never go to a certain store. God help me.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. What's that? I see a light. I see a light and I see a tree line.
That'll look better one time. Yeah, and they're going like this, literally split in two, coming right up the valley. That's where you don't want it up here.
Tales of the Technos in the basement.
That's in the basement.
Oh, hey. Yeah, sorry, Techno. I was busy with my phone. I apologize. There he is.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
So yeah, it got bad here. I mean, I've seen bad storms, but not that quick, not that fast.
Hi.
So what I'm going to do is later tomorrow.
Hi, Dee.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear
Scott,
you.
can you hear us?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Okay.
So I closed
We're good.
YouTube and just watch it on this. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Smarter
got
than
it.
I look.
2 thumbs up, dude.
Well, I figure, techno hillbilly.
Smarter than the average bear,
You
right?
got it. You got to have some technical smarts there.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, well,
Either that,
Yeah,
or you just
well.
like techno music.
hey,
That
Karen.
too. So then I watched the chat on the phone.
Good day.
Yes, you watch.
I watched this movie
Whoop.
Oh, it
from
comes-
Dubai, and it
Yeah, but-
actually was about aliens, but not in the sense of like aliens come down like our movie and like shoot things up and everything else, right? It's more the psychological aspect of it. But it was actually a really good movie. It was one of the better ones I watched. And then I finally got to see Sucker Punch. I finally get to see Sucker Punch, which was a really
there.
disappointing ending.
Yeah.
So it's okay if I
Leave that
smoke.
metal, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. Carlos.
Only if you're on fire.
If
Do
it's
what?
a cigarette
I haven't lit up yet.
if it's a cigarette, that's fine. Now, I was in a panel last night where someone was smoking some pipe, big pipe, and I think I know what it was. And no, that's not allowed.
I have once, Nathan, and it's actually on Netflix, but I don't get to watch a lot of TV. Today was just like, you know what, I'm just going to go watch the movies. I'm really not. You know, I got up and I'm actually up to almost 6:30 this morning. I'm like, I'm never going to make a 9:15 appointment. I'll be falling asleep in their damn freaking waiting room. They'll think I'm on drugs or something.
Bob, I watched
I'm
a
like-
movie today, and I thought of you. And I don't know if you've seen it or not.
What was it?
It's called What We Do in the Shadows, and it's like a mockumentary where they went to these vampires' apartment and did a documentary about them. It was it was so
Really?
funny.
What was it
Yeah, it was
on?
good.
What was it
I saw
on?
it on. I watched it on YouTube. It was like $1.99 or something.
Okay, that's all I want to know. I have to watch it.
It's
Hi, Lily.
it's good.
Miss Lily.
Look at Lily.
Man, I see you.
You telling everybody hi?
Miss Lily. Shh.
Mwah.
No, I said Miss Lily. I didn't say Mr. Buddy. Come
Wait,
on.
I could do like
Come on.
Wait.
Come here.
Buddy knew another dog was on.
Little brat dog.
I love it.
Puppy. Hey. No, you don't want to come up? Come up this way. Come on. No? Okay. I guess you
you
don't get a
both
buddy
have
tonight.
pretty dogs.
Maybe. Come here. Scott, by the way, I left a message, but those pictures you take were like phenomenal. Beyond
Thank you
phenomenal.
so much.
Hang on, I'll be back.
I need to get out and take more pictures. I've gotten too into video
Yeah.
lately, but I love taking pictures, but I hate taking pictures of weddings with everything in my body. I hate it.
Mm.
God, yeah.
Wedding
Is that
pictures are so stressful.
Oh
Is
God,
that
they
what you have,
are.
Scott? Your own photography business?
I do like freelance photography, and it's just from where I worked in newspapers for so long and learned how to do it. So people call, but for weddings, I have to really, really, really like you before I'll take a picture of your wedding.
Yeah. What What are you using for equipment?
I have a Nikon. I can't remember the number on it.
Oh.
It's
Good
not
man.
real old, but yeah, I love Nikons.
Oh, you and my dad would get along perfectly. He's got a couple of them, the DSLRs,
It's
And-
the trick.
and then he's talking about all the lenses you can get for them, the different specs, and it just goes right over my head.
And just play.
Like you said,
And see, our farm.
Yeah.
Our farm is like almost 300 acres, and most of it's woods. So there's so many places just wander around up there and practice
Yeah.
with the camera.
Oh yeah, it's all about practice. Yeah, the only thing I really understand is f-stop and the lighting, and that's about it.
Yeah. F-stop still confuses me.
Yeah, my
Carl,
dad
what is
does a
that?
lot of he does nature
It's
shots.
funny because
Go ahead, Bob.
Carl, what is behind you?
The wall.
Okay.
It's the light
I'm
at the end of the
is
tunnel.
Carl, like I'm looking. Oh, okay.
I hear my
Because I
light.
looked into the way the shadow was and whatnot stuff. I'm like, is she like living in a UFO and I don't know?
Totally. Totally. Because, aliens.
Scott, Scott, I started when I started doing before thing. I got away from doing the photos, and I really missed doing them. I took some really great photos. So, but I'm looking at another camera. Dan, I'm glad that he's here. Dan, what camera do you have? The video camera that you use?
Those Bridezillas. Amen, Karen.
Yeah, pretty much, Nathan. Oh, hey, Matt, you remember
Bob.
the Dream Door series?
Yes.
Wait till you see the new one.
Okay.
Wait till you see the new one. Oh, boy.
Did Kenneth
Canon
fall over?
SL2.
Oh, there
What?
he is. All I saw was your arm, and I was like, did you fall over?
No.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Right?
No.
Scott, I found a channel for you. I was in a panel last night
Hey, Mary.
with another artist out of California. She's an acrylic. I guess she mixes acrylic paints and does kind of like what you do, the mixing,
The
and
pours?
different designs. Yeah,
Ah, what is it?
it's Monica Tia Moni Arts, MONIARTS. And I guess she does
I'll check
auctions
that out.
and that sort of stuff. But some of her artwork's pretty cool.
I've tried that acrylic pouring, and it's not as easy as they make it look.
I know.
How do you all do
But
this
anyway.
and keep track of
The only thing I hate about YouTube, I don't mind. I don't mind being a YouTuber. I don't mind the hours. I don't mind filming. I don't mind the money. The thing I hate is editing. I always have.
Oh yeah.
My problem is I have to listen to music or something
Hey,
while
Rena.
I'm doing anything,
How
and
are you?
editing sound while you're doing that is awful.
Oh, you sound just like Bob. You gotta have music.
Yep.
Hey, and I do too. I do too.
It is. He's not kidding. If I don't have music editing or I don't have music in my ears like Mozart, Chopin, Bach, or anything like that, I screw it up royally. Literally.
Mhm.
I've tried it with no headphones.
I'm
I'll
telling
never
you.
do it again.
I'm telling you, my $4.99 monthly subscription to Pandora is the best investment I ever paid for, and that
Yep.
is the God honest
I get
truth.
Pandora for free.
See, I pay so I don't have the commercials. They drive me crazy.
Oh, God, yes. I hate the commercials.
But yeah, I think YouTube.
Look at us all smoking.
I was listening.
Do what, Scott?
What?
I said, look at all of us smoking like we're sitting around
I
in a
know,
bar.
right? Yeah.
Hey,
I
When I
have
was
figured
a-
out you can
when I
tell
was a young kid-
about a person by the way they smoke.
Hey, my grandfather smoked cigars. My other grandfather smoked cigarettes. My one grandma smoked cigarettes, and I grew up going to restaurants where there were smoking and non-smoking sections. So that was the
Long time ago.
mid '90s.
I remember going to the grocery store and smoking while you shopped.
Yeah. So I probably have so much secondhand smoke in me. It's not even
Yeah, so
funny.
my wife, Scott, remembers when you used to go to the doctor's office with her mother, and there used to be an ashtray in a doctor's office.
Yeah.
My doctor, up
ago.
until I was 17 or 18, you could smoke in the waiting room. And my doctor had the yellowest teeth you've ever seen, and he'd be checking your blood pressure, and you're like, okay, there's something's wrong with this.
I have an ashtray from
Yeah.
Indian Park
Exactly that.
Hospital in Kingsport, Tennessee. I totally stole their freaking ashtray. Well, they had passed the law. They said, okay, as of, such and such date, we are no longer having smoking in the waiting room. So I went to the hospital and I stole one of their ashtrays. I said, bitch, you going to stop me from smoking? I'm stealing your shit.
I have one that I stole, but I don't know that I should tell where I stole it from.
My father used to work in the Ford Motor. My father used to work in the Ford Motor Company. He used to fill the propane bottles. It was 2,200 gallon tanks out in the yard. So all that from Sheldon Road, which was the main plant, and they were walking around. So they were watching my father filling propane. So my father had stopped smoking, but he was still chewing gum. He popped a bubble. My father said they shit themselves. They thought it blew up. My father says, look, if this blew up, it's time to hear it. 2,200 gallons of double, 4,400 gallons of propane. That blew up. You ain't got to worry about it. Shit was
Now, when
fun.
I have a gas can in my Jeep, I won't smoke in my Jeep, and I don't let anybody else smoke. Because
Good night, Dan. Love you
one of
much.
my
Be
friends-
safe.
her son, he had just turned 16 and just got his license, and he had a gas can in the back of his car, and it was behind the driver's seat. And he had just filled it up, and he started smoking, and the hots fell off and went back behind his seat, and he didn't notice it. And the gas can exploded, took both of his legs off right above the knee.
Oh, hell.
Yep.
Ooh.
He had just got
Hey,
his
Carla,
license.
got one better, my friend.
Oh.
My friend Bobby had an old Malibu, Chevelle Malibu, and we were had fireworks in the back seat. We were lighting lady fingers and throwing them out the window. Well, I lit one. I went to throw it, and I hit the mirror, and it bounced into the back of the seat. You want to see two guys do Chinese fire drill real quick? And he slammed the brakes on, left it in gear. We got out, and the car was going down the road with fireworks blowing off in the back seat.
I got one for you. I have a bunch of dummy grenades. They're for training.
Yeah.
So this one idiot
Right.
one day, he was all up my girl. He was on my ass, and I'd move over, get away from him. He'd get right on my ass, and then he'd zoom around me, and then he'd cut in front of me to try and slam on his brakes and all this mess. So I was like, I've had enough of your crap. So I let him come around me, and I rolled my windows down, and he had his windows down. So I took one of those grenades and I threw it in his car.
I'd love to have seen his face. I would have loved to have seen his
Yeah,
face.
he pulled off the side of the road, and they were bailing out of the car, and the car was still in drive, and it run off into a ditch. It was great. I was like, bitch, road rage my ass.
Oh boy.
That reminds me, I was going to tell Carla a story the other day. I'll tell it now. Don't judge me. It was a long time ago. I had this friend named Jill who was always looking for trouble, like trouble. And I'm not going to say I never did look for trouble, but she was a lot better at it than I was. And I had a lot of the glass L8 bottles in my back floorboard, probably 10 or 15 of them. We were driving back from Lexington one day on the old road, and we got to the interstate overpass, and she says, pull over. So I pulled over, and she got those LA bottles. And I said, what are you doing? And she said, I'm going to throw them over on the interstate. And I said, no, that's awful. I said, what if it causes a wreck and like kills a bus load of school children? And she said, what if it causes a wreck and kills a bus load of Jehovah's Witnesses? She threw the bottle. It came back up.
Oh,
I'll never forget it. I looked at her and said, you get your ass in the car.
Had enough of you, woman. Get in the car.
She was something else. We would drive through
I
Lexington
told
and
you
go.
where my parents lived at 7. My war.
You froze, Bob, or was at the time.
Bob, you're cutting
Go ahead, Scott.
Oh, this we did this after we had been to
I'm cutting
Lexington.
it now.
And do
Yeah.
you remember when Arby's had the big moose cups for your drinks, and they were like this tall and this big around? We had a friend that worked there, and he would give us trays of ice water in moose cups, and we would drive through this ritzy part of Lexington, and we'd see joggers. We would throw the ice water at them and hit them. And that day, there was a man jogging this way and a woman in a baby carriage going this way, and Jill threw the cup of ice water and hit the man in the chest, and the lid come up, went all over that woman's face. And I got so tickled, I ran through somebody's yard and took out their flower bed. That was when I was a juvenile.
Hey,
I could get
Danielle.
away with it.
How are you? Everybody that has ordered anything, shirts or whatever else you have ordered from here, everything is out and it's on its way.
It is Karma, Karen.
So now
I
everybody
tried.
has everything.
We're gonna get that money.
How are you, Danielle?
My cousin, she lived in California. She lived in Oceanside, which is right below LA. So anyway, they had rescued this cat and didn't know it was pregnant, and it had kittens. So my uncle was joking with her, but she took him serious because it's really hard to tell when Uncle Lee was serious or joking. But he told her, he said, you better get rid of all these damn kittens now that they're with, or I'm taking them and we're going to drown them. Well, he wasn't serious, would have never done it, but she got all butter. Like, we got to get rid of these kittens. So she's like, you drive. So he handed me the keys to the car. So we went to like, we'll never get seen here. We'll never get here. They'll never know who we are, so we can get rid of these kittens. And she was like, every time we see an old guy in a car, slow down and I'll throw one at him.
Well, I'm Bob.
Okay. So we're driving up through there, and every time she sees a single guy, she goes, hey, mister, want some PUSSY? And he'd go, what? She goes, his car. So we keep driving through there, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I got your box yesterday, Danielle.
She comes up on this one guy.
The best
she
one I
goes,
can remember.
do it. So she goes, hey, old man, you want some PUSSY? And he goes, what? So she throws a cat, and then we hear, you girls better get your ass home right now. It was her uncle's car.
See, Bob,
The cat was hanging on his face and was clawing him to death. We booked it home. He comes in. He's bloody with this cat. They kept the damn cat.
See, Bob, now she was telling that story on my stream, and I had the paid version. I'd be showing a video or picture of a cat on the screen or something. You know, interactive. Make it interactive, Bob.
The worst I've ever done was my friend Eric and I, there was a hole in the fence over by my parents, which was 787th Broadway and then the highway. So we took a big, long bottle, one of those big B-bomb bottle rockets, and Eric lit it off the side of the road, and it smashed right off the top of an 18-wheeler's windshield. That was not funny. Needless to say, we never got caught. And if there's a watching that, it was Eric, wasn't me.
Oh, jeez.
It was different back then, Don.
All right, Danielle.
It was, Matt.
All
You
right,
could get
Mary.
away with things back then.
Oh, some of the stories my grandfather would tell in
Hey, go slow.
Cicero. Oh my gosh.
But like when you live out in the country and you're growing up, you don't have anything to
You
do.
gotta wait
You
for
tend to
watch.
get into madness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like my grandfather, and these are the suburbs of Chicago. They would take tomatoes and chuck them at the semis and the cars driving by.
Oh,
Gee.
God.
Oh yeah. Or they made they made a dummy out of straw, put ketchup on it, and they put a rope around and throw it over the bridge, and it would hit the cars. It's like, oh, you can't do that
Oh,
anymore.
God, Matt.
That was my grandpa grew up with,
That's horrible.
7 of them.
Kenneth, it's your turn to tell on yourself.
Back when I was
Do what now?
funny part of it.
It's your turn to tell on yourself.
Yeah, what crazy thing have you done, Kenneth?
Right?
I don't know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
See that? I'm looking right at you, Kenneth. Come on. Out with it.
It's confessional night, Kenneth. Father John's not here.
Oh,
Pope Bob is.
I've got my rosary beads, Will.
Great. I'm going to start on fire in about 5 minutes. You keep showing those beads.
They're going back on the wall.
Let me get my holy
Now,
water.
there's the viral video. Hey, Misfits and Gears blew up because Hillbilly's got his beads.
And these beads I bought at Notre Dame in Paris. So they're special.
Oh wow.
Oh, they're special, huh?
Well, it's getting hot in here.
It's hot in hell in here.
Yeah.
I know when I was in
No,
kindergarten.
it's actually not bad here.
I'm good.
When I was in kindergarten, I used to steal this girl's crayons.
Oh, God.
I was still, yeah, yeah. I'd still.
As long as you didn't eat them, you're good.
As long as you weren't eating them. Please tell me you weren't eating them.
Well, I had friends that ate
As
crayons.
long as you're not eating them, you're fine.
Eat crayons, eat glue,
Oh.
lick the glue stick. Oh yeah.
We ate the erasers off the pencils for
Oh,
some reason.
yeah,
And then
we
I
would
couldn't
chew
poop
on
and had
the
to go to the
erasers.
hospital.
Yeah.
That would explain why you guys are the way you are.
What?
And then, like,
Hey, don't throw me into that.
Hey, I'll tell you what, you're looking at the only guy that's ever got suspended from kindergarten.
You
Okay,
can't
there's
say
a
that and then
story.
be quiet.
Rot?
The only one that ever got. I was a kid. I had brothers. I was not very good at sharing. And I guess the way that I don't remember, but I guess the way the story went, I was playing with one of the old 7-Up metal trucks. And this kid come over to grab a hold of it. And I guess I whacked him in the head with it or something. I don't remember that. But they told my mother he's not ready right now. So, yeah, got suspended from kindergarten.
I got suspended from school for writing an essay.
It was probably what you wrote about, though, wasn't it?
Okay.
Come on. Come on.
Well-
what did you write?
The subject was, who do I admire and why? Some people wrote about Jesus. Some people wrote about their parents or whatever. I wrote about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
that'll
like,
do
you
it.
gotta-
jeez.
I mean, he was a genius. Come on.
Really, Chad.
Ah,
So yeah, they were like, yeah, this is
Okay, we know we're not going down to see Carl.
God.
Karen Story said she was asked to leave kindergarten.
unacceptable.
And then I got suspended. Then I got suspended in 7th grade for blowing somebody off a toilet.
Wait.
Come on, we need
Wait.
details.
What,
You
you
can't leave
didn't-
us hanging like that. What?
A guy named Marty Bovin. It would be like me fighting my grandson, Russell, pretty much size difference, and just a bully. I couldn't beat him physically. I had to beat him psychologically. So I took an M80. Do you remember the old toilets that used to have the backs to them in the bathroom?
Yeah.
So every
Yeah.
day he would raise his hand at the same time. Every day, got to go to the bathroom. So I went in that day and I took and taped the M80 behind the tank, and I put the fuse all the way into the next stall. I'm like, I gotta go now. And she's like, no, I'm gonna have an accident, gotta go. So I went in, and here he is on his little throne with his hands around his leg. I lit it, and I walked out to the door. I opened the door like this, and I waited till he got pretty much boom, and he come flying out of the stall with his pants down around his legs, and that was pretty much it. I got serious trouble for that crap, but it was
Hey,
fun.
See, yeah.
What?
My dad had friends that did that, and that was, that had been mid-late 60s. But now you can't even joke about that. They'd be arresting you so fast. They'd be calling in
Oh,
the
yeah.
squad and
Absolutely.
everything. Oh man.
Used to
Hey,
hang
Ken.
out when I was in 9th grade. Used
Yeah.
to hang out in the girl bathroom on the 2nd floor to smoke.
That's what I did. It was the best place to smoke was the girls' bathroom.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would sit up on the back of the toilet so nobody would see my
Yep.
shoes if the teacher came in.
Do what now?
Kenneth, you
Yep.
went to South, didn't
Exactly that.
I did. Yeah.
you? Okay, you know the bathrooms where the pit is, and you go to the left down the main hall towards the art department. You know those bathrooms right there?
Yes.
The reason that they are remodeled is because of me and Joe Testerman and some of our friends. Because we got like $30 worth of M80s and we completely blew the shit out of those bathrooms the day before we graduated.
What's
Oh, Lord. Wow.
I knew I loved you for a reason. Maybe that's one of them.
So yeah, if you ever want to rib
No.
on Joe, just remind him of blowing the bathrooms up at South right by the pit.
I'm going to remember that, Carla.
Oh,
Be like, you gonna tell on me for knifing the tires on my car? I'm gonna own you with the fireworks on the toilets.
wow.
Hmm.
See,
It
now
was
I went.
Tracy Stout's fault though. He started it.
Everybody
didn't
I've ever
Hey,
known whose
Carla.
last name was Stout was mean.
Yeah, Bob.
You ever take the M80s with the M80s with the waterproof wicks and light them and flush them down the
Hi,
toilet?
Nathan.
Yeah, that's what we blew the toilets up at South with.
Yeah, Nathan. Is that what you did?
Yep. That's why they had to remodel those bathrooms. We totally
Nice,
destroyed
Nate.
that bathroom.
That's my girl.
Jeez.
I'll tell you another thing I did too was in first or second grade, we had to mark our answer sheet for before we started taking TCAPs or whatever they called them back then. And we had to mark whether we was male or female, and I marked female.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Marked
Into-
female.
In today's age, you could do that. What do you identify yourself with?
John
I
put a
had to
coaster.
write a paper 500. I had to write a paper in school, the same thing over for 500 times that I won't flip on gym teacher.
Well,
And
we're
that-
also the same people that when we went to register
Did not like that guy.
the gym, we got to the question that says, "How did you hear about the YMCA?" And our answer was the village people.
The village people.
Good.
If y'all was wondering
That's
what I was,
funny.
if y'all was wondering what I was eating,
That ice cream.
What is it?
no, it's Blue Diamond almonds
Diamond.
bold,
Right.
Blue Diamond almonds bold wasabi and soy sauce.
Oh, are those the ones that
Ooh,
Cashew
yum.
Paul were eating?
Yeah, they were the ones that Cashew
Hell
one
no.
of the
I knew
Cashew
them.
Paul.
You don't like wasabi either?
I like wasabi. It don't like me.
I love wasabi.
Thank you.
Wasabi is so good.
My problem, Scott, my
It's really
problem
good
is
with
it burns
avocado.
going down and it burns coming out.
And wasabi's just horseradish root.
And somebody said wasabi will clean your sinuses out. I'm like, it'll
My
clean a
grand-
hell of a lot more than your sinuses.
Oh yeah,
Right?
give you a good burn too. Yeah. Yeah, so Bob, so I went
I
to
told you, it burns going in, it burns coming out.
no, it doesn't.
It's
That's a
really
myth.
good with avocado.
I'm not a big fan
Shut
of
up,
avocado.
Carla. I thought of the
I'm not a big fan of
shit.
avocado. I'm not a big fan of avocado or guacamole.
You're not human.
Thank you, Kenneth. I knew I could rely on you.
But
Yeah,
Kenny, you
so-
know some guacamole can be really, really hot.
Oh yeah.
Well, that might be good for Kenneth then.
Nope, I won't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
If you put some Tabasco sauce on it, you'd eat
Nope.
it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
You're
Nope.
no fun.
Yeah, so I didn't do
I
any-
don't think 3 shakes of hot sauce would do anything to that.
No.
Oh, stop it. Avocados are awesome.
Yuck.
Maybe in your world.
Bob, I'll
Hell
send
yeah,
you
my world's awesome.
Bob, I'll send you the avocado song if Carla knows what that is. Yeah, she knows the avocado song.
I don't
do
even-
it.
I don't even know. I don't even know what the avocado song is. Never heard of it.
Oh, it's a catchy tune. Once you hear it, you'll never forget.
Yep.
Do I need to sing it?
Oh, go for
Why
it.
were you
Oh,
looking it
go.
up?
Okay, I'll try to sing it as best as I can. Peel the avocado, peel the avocado, peel the avocado, peel the avocado, guacamole, 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 guacamole. There you go.
Oh, God.
Best song ever.
That, I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can do this or not. Hang on.
I do know that one, and you need your eyes gouged out.
I can barely.
Guacamole, guacamole.
Oh, I love that song.
Right?
Actually, the extended version, there's also one peel
No,
the
that's
banana.
Carl downstairs. Every time you go to the market, oh, make sure you get avocados.
See, he
Uh,
knows what's up.
Do you like
I-
avocados, Techno?
Basically,
They're not like my favorite thing, but I like them.
Yeah, some pumpkin.
Oh, no.
I hate to break it to you guys, but I think it's only Bob and Ken that don't like them in this chat.
Okay, you know what? We're voting you two off the island.
Well, if Dad was here, that'd be 3. So he's not a big fan of me either. So he's out.
Y'all ain't normal.
Now, do you country people eat pawpaws?
Yeah.
What's that?
Pawpaws.
Pawpaws, they grow in the woods.
Never heard of it.
Picking up pawpaws.
It's
putting
some
them in
it's some
baskets.
type of some type of fruit in it, Techno.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some people say it tastes like a banana. I don't think it tastes like a banana.
How do
Well,
you
No,
spell
it tastes
that?
more like if a banana and a watermelon had a love child.
Was it PAW?
Yep.
Yeah,
PAW.
PAW.
Okay.
And if you ever get one, after you eat it, get its skin out of the house because it smells like a dead body after a few hours once you've skinned them. They're awful.
Oh,
God,
that's
yeah.
like what's that other fruit that does it?
Thanks for sharing that.
Dorian fruit.
Yeah, the Dorian fruit. Yeah, smells like
God, those things smell like dead feet.
yeah, but it tastes good.
Heck yeah, it does. But if you can get past the smell, God, they stink, but they're good.
Okay.
well, we
The
Well,
only
we
thing I
got-
like is plantains.
Ooh.
Oh, I love
we're still
plantains.
talking about pawpaws.
Yeah.
Plantains are good, but I add them twice and then we put garlic salt on them.
See, I like them
On
fried up in butter and sugar.
Yeah. Butter,
Fried
sugar, and a little bit of
plantains.
cinnamon.
Yeah.
Put some ice cream on that.
I actually have a girl, her parents lived in Cuba, and she goes every once in a while, but she brought me back and actually a Cuban plantain maker.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yes,
I haven't
Scott,
done it in a while because can't really get good ones here.
yeah, Scott, if we ever get some Asian food, we'll get some dim sum.
I'll tear up some dim sum.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah,
And
don't
some
forget
soup.
me.
My
Well, you,
my
well, you
bus.
could, well,
I had a
Bob, you
bus
can have
driver.
dim sum too.
Love dim sum.
I had a bus
Mm.
driver one time give me some pawpaws.
There's a place down in There's a place down in Boca Raton called the Dim Sum House. I could live there every day.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
And a good ramen house.
Yes.
We have a killer ramen
That's a
place that
few.
opened here in town, and there's only 6 tables.
Let's see some.
Oh, I love ramen.
That's where we used to have all the Chinese restaurants before the virus. And then they did ICE did a big raid. And all of a sudden, we slowly but surely saw all these Chinese buffets start going close. I'm like, yep, because they had nobody to work in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? That's the way I learned with the Mexican places here.
Oh, Bob,
Now,
you ever want to
This
go
is
to
the
that?
problem they're having, George. Now, they don't have the seasonal workers to come up here and work in like the hotels and stuff like that. They're hurting. They are hurting.
Yeah.
I know this is going to sound terrible, and don't judge me. I'm not racist at all. But we like to go to the horse shows sometimes or to like Mexican neighborhoods, and one of us will get out and yell, La Migra! Even the rats hide.
That was the first word I learned when I was learning Spanish was La Migra.
Oh, yeah,
cool.
everybody hides. It's just
Carl,
like,
Nice.
yeah.
we used to live.
Bob, you might have to go out and come back in. You're breaking up.
Yeah, really bad.
Refresh. So on an unrelated topic, Scott, kind of the area that we're looking at in Tennessee, I just mapped it. If I came and visited you, it'd only take me 2.5 hours.
Hey,
Not bad.
I'm not far from Chicago and all that stuff. It's kind of amazing. Or Atlanta.
Yeah, I think you're about 7, 8 hours, I think, from Chicago.
No, I can be in Chicago in 5.5.
Really? How fast have
Yeah,
you
the
been
part
going?
I know
Have a
I
good
have.
night, Crystal.
Well, supposedly my one friend made it from Florida to Chicago in 12 hours. So,
Was he like doing 120 the whole way?
close. This was
I
back
like
in,
your friend.
back in the 80s, though. No, I'm sorry. It was from Fort Lauderdale.
That's what I thought, Karen, like 5 hours from Louisville to Chicago. And I'm an hour and a half from Louisville.
Okay, I probably shouldn't admit this, but I used to, for fun, would steal a car every once in a while.
So before Grand Theft Auto was cool, right?
Yeah, way before. This was back in like the 80s. And I used to get bored and be like, "Oh, hey, look." And Kenneth, you know the car lot. It's Rick Hill Imports on Stone Drive.
That don't ring a bell right now.
The Porsche dealer.
Dad said they
Yeah.
went out of business now.
What I got to do, Matt,
Geez, I
what I
wonder
didn't
why.
do tonight, Matt, is I didn't connect the box to the computer. I'm just using Wi-Fi, so it drops.
Has been turned into downhill Pontiac.
Did you reconnect it, or are you
What
still on Wi-Fi?
What
No, I'm
happened to
still on
Don?
Wi-Fi. We should be all right.
So I think it's called downhill Pontiac.
Kenneth,
We think it's yes,
Huh.
yes.
do you want to use yours and whatnot? I can cut mine out, and then when I come back up Saturday, because I'm not connected and it's going to just keep cutting in and out. So go do a live and whatnot. I'll come over there and use my phone. All right, everybody, we're now headed over to this house. Better have beer in that fridge.
Okay.
Who are
Okay,
we going to, Kenneth?
Yeah, when Kenneth goes live,
Kenneth.
I'll drop the link in here, and we can all hop over there.
All right,
Yep,
I'm gonna
it's
go
just
get my
easier,
other
Matt,
phone.
because I don't have it connected anymore. The thing is,
Yeah. Okay.
how does that feel, Scott? Going from place to place to place without leaving your house?
It's like bar hopping.
Yeah. Or like pool
kind of.
hopping. I prefer pool hopping.
Yeah, well,
We used to
I
do that
used
in my
to
mom's
do that when we
neighborhood.
were on vacation.
yeah, my frog's like
Yeah,
full
it's
hopping.
been a. It's also here, Matt. It's intermittent because of that storm. I mean, that thing ravaged through here bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the pop-ups, not like that, not where, even when we had bad storms, my NOAA radio was not going off one rate after the other. It was started up north, it came here, got to the other side of Albany into Columbia County, and those alarms just kept going and going. I finally unplugged it. After it got into southern Vermont, that's when I pulled the plug on it. It was, I've 5, 6 different alerts within like little less than a half hour. That thing was moving.
Wow.
That thing was crazy. Wow. So yeah, I have it on my phone. So I'm going to download that and I'll do that tomorrow. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing because I'm looking to get another handheld one, but the one I'm looking at has the mic built into it. So the mic comes out over the top of the camera.
Yeah.
So it make it easier for me. I won't get all that wind inside because it has a cat's tail on it. The whole. This way it makes it a lot easier.
Okay, I will be.
I mean, the funny part is nobody uses them anymore. So you can get them for like a really good one for like $50. You know, everybody's like, well, I have my phone, you know, or I have a gimbal. I'm sorry, I like my handhelds.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, the link's in,
Yeah.
guys. See you
I
over
mean,
there.
All right, I'm gonna go
All
get
right,
my
Matt.
other phone.
Check, 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 check.
There's Bob.
There we go. That's better. It just works better for me with this, with the phone than it does. Because if I don't plug
Sorry I'm late.
straight in from the box, that's like tonight I was watching a movie, my Wi-Fi dropped right out on me. I was pissed.